Good afternoon. It is the 4th of September 2023. My name is Tim. I will be your commentator here. In today's, what just struck me was back to basics. That as much as I'm sharing a story with you, that I am trying to open my heart to, that I am trying to give myself to, you must understand in your life that is not pointless. I believe I have something to offer, some form of insight. But that the subject is yours. It's you who will interact. It's you who will experience. Hence, it's important not to, in a sense, share your experience with others, because our experiences are unique. Now, I know I have crossed that line, and I pray I have not done in a detrimental way, but that I have expressed what I have experienced, and that can give a person concepts and ideas. And I want to, in a sense, help removing them, if I can. That you must always have your own interaction. Do not compare. Do not judge another's journey, and don't allow others to judge yours. Your experiences in life, in this world, are yours. And your experiences within yourself are yours. And this is a truly crucial perspective. And in the manner of back to basics, it is obviously what you are looking for is within you. This has always been pointed out, and I assume always will. It challenges an individual. We want some help. We want a support group. We want friends. But at the end of the day, it is your personal interaction with this life. In understanding what is within you, what is possible, your interaction with the infinite. It is infinite. So don't even worry about I'm trying to understand it. Trying to know it. You experience it. And as I've learned through my life and my journey, that I have been so fortunate to have these truths pointed out to me endlessly. And they must be, because it is how you interact with this infinite. That your expectations will serve, but only to be removed. So they will serve your journey, but the more expectations you have, the more lessons you may have. And this is an important part, I think, to share as I've expressed, I really want to get good, better at expressing the subject. Not endlessly coming on here and talking about me. That it is the subject that must be opened with us all. And what is that subject? To come ever closer to an acceptance and an experience of the infinite, of the divine. That is possible within this human life. We can experience many things. But what greater interaction is there, honestly, than opening yourself up to that, the most beautiful opportunity we all have. And to put you at rest, this is no impossible feat. You have done it throughout your life. You enter your dreams. You enter another place, another understanding so often. That interface is very much within you, within me. And it is such a subject. It's such a big subject that it is taken over the lives of countless people for countless years because of what they have experienced. That there is a world of truth where there are no lies. And there is a world of lies where there is no truth. Part of my quest is to within me and around me to become certain. It's like, okay, there's no truth. I get challenged by this because I experience almost like reflections of truth, mirror images of truth, that there are aspects of that truth in this world. I'm certain of it. Nature, I'm utterly convinced, is an absolute representative of the infinite on this earth now. And yet it will get cold. These plants will fall. The leaves will fall. Because nature understands how it exists here. And this, touches on us as well. That here we are, a finite being. And yet, with an ability to touch upon the infinite, that we are that bridge between the infinite and the finite. That is the subject. Must always come back to that very point. The bridge. That's what we are. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty good today. It's a beautiful day. Bright sun here. This is not common in England, certainly not this year. Kids have just gone back to school, so it's how it rolls in England, it seems. The green that I can see here, I miss this in Portugal. I miss green, the colour green. I really do. And so I'm just soaking this up today. It's absolutely beautiful. I fly back to Portugal. I'll be back there on Friday evening. And that's good. Get back. I've got to kind of pick what I'm doing up in Portugal now. Pay what I need to pay. Get my funky little car back on the road. She's not off the road, but she does need a little bit of care and attention, I would imagine. So I'll get my little mean machine going again. And pick up what I'm doing in Portugal. You know, I have things lined up that I must do. This ever trying to be complete, genuine myself with you is in a sense becoming easier and easier because I've realised I haven't been struck by lightning or had a piano fall on my head. So I'm still here. So I must be doing something right. And it is this. It's this way of talking to you, just as though you were here. Talking to you in a way of knowing that I reach you, regardless of who and where you are. That I carry, as do we all, an eternal truth, a timeless truth that I am learning about. I do not ever profess to know more than anyone else. In a way, it's not about how much I know. It's about what I know. This journey for me has been the greatest thing of my life these last years. And what was the thing that hit me first? When I kind of first, wasn't first, but sort of well back. What was it that sparked in me? What was the gift given that day by the universe to me that has worked its magic? And I tell you very simply, it was presence. It sparked in me an awareness that seemed to turn my eyes. They seemed to have full vision, 180 degrees. That's how my consciousness felt. And that was a gift that over the time I've struggled with aspects of this journey. But what's always brought me back is that presence. To be here. And that's the same gift that we all have. And that brings us back to basics. That brings us to this interface is that it must be that presence. We must be present. How powerful is that? Infinite powerful. That is the superpower that sees through illusion, sees through your doubts and fears. It is presence. A timelessness that exists always. And it's up to us to tune in, to align, to become in harmony with. That is back to basics. That is where we all need to go to enjoy this journey to the fullest. And don't overcomplicate it, ever. Keep it very simple, because it is simple. Because in that moment, you don't have all the other shit. You don't. If you do, you're not quite in the moment. You know, it is very important to observe yourself. You know, what are the thoughts that run through your mind? What is your personal narrative? That's your know yourself stuff. You know, what is it at night that keeps you awake? Natives of the Shire. They didn't look like natives, actually. They looked like visitors. I'm on Ninny Lane again, by the way. Going out for a walk, soaking it all. That inner narrative can be beautiful. That inner narrative can be devastating. That inner narrative can be negative, it can be positive, it can be quite literally whatever you choose it to be. Athletes are incredible with their, ability to visualize it. Visualize your race. And it's been proven to be highly effective. And they are also very tuned in to their inner narrative. They know that it's no point starting that race thinking you're just going to lose. That you give yourself strength. That we can choose, each and every one of us. What side of this river do you want to be on? I guess today I'm feeling, it's only a couple of days, so I'm going back. So this might be my last sort of chance down here to sort of say anything. And I really wanted to, because that's what I want to do every day. And I found myself knowing that I can just create that opportunity. I can just talk to you with no attachment to outcome. That this is just another chat in the woods. A chat on Ninny Lane this time. And for me to think it doesn't get to you, I know it does. So I've crossed that hurdle, that obstacle. I'm certain it does. And does it help me? Yes, it does. My experiences these weeks have been astounding. I still feel like I caught those waves better than I have in the past. Hence, my wanting to talk to you is almost like a reflection of that certainty. An affirmation that, no, I know I've reached you. And I know you've reached back to me. And I feel it. And that's what I wanted to share. There is so much I want to talk to you about every time I do this. And yet, I must be aware that this is drop by drop, this understanding, because I'm dealing with countless people from countless different cultures and backgrounds at countless different points in their journey. And yet there's something we have in common. And it's now. We are all in this point in human history, this time in our evolution, where more and more of us are becoming capable of embracing these higher truths, these insights, as we share them collectively, are opening doors for us all. This is what I firmly believe. My role in this is very important to me. As I've gone through this process, I realize that I hold a very important role for others. And in case some of you might not know me very well, you could ask some of my friends and family and stuff, and they'd point out I'm not great with responsibility in this world. I'm a little bit, I go through. I don't look for it. Responsibility in this world, I don't particularly want it. But in the world I'm talking about, which is this connection with you, I've never felt more responsible about something in my life. It's so important. So I have a responsibility to keep it all light, simple, and fun. That's what I see, because that's when humans seem to be at their best. That's where breakthroughs happen. Heavy, judgmental, and awful, we get locked away. We put walls up. So I believe my reach into you in these ways has been my kind of unique path that I didn't really have a choice. This was how it was going to happen. Very down to earth. A little bit too down to earth right now. Been sat here too long, there's all sorts of bugs, I reckon. So I'm getting a little bit fidgety. But that's all right. And I just, as ever, one more chance to reach out, to reassure, to uplift if I can, to reset. Just like we have to sleep every single night. That's our reset. It is utterly essential to us, sleep. And there's other resets you need to do in life. And that's what this moment can serve as, is a reset. But otherwise we can fly off if we're not careful. We all know that. Fly off on crazy ideas. And it's important to reset. And that resetting again brings you back to basics. The very place where we need to be. Oh, look. Oh, I can save stuff for the next message. It's just, I like these little, it's like whispers. It's these little whispers of just going, well, I'm connected with you, regardless of my circumstances, everything. I'm 100% certain of that. What am I learning? To see clearly. More and more. Which I think, again, was another of those gifts that I was given with that presence. It was this clear sight that has grown and has shown me this situation I find myself in so many ways. My interactions with nature and various aspects of this world, that's all fine. Go through it, People, certain individuals, it's far more complicated. These interactions we have, our interpersonal reactions are so powerful in all our lives. And I have had a lot of interactions with individuals on other levels through these years that gives me a lot of insight. I won't go a lot deeper on that. I was tempted to. Certain characters. We have work to do. But I will save my words, I think, on that. But there is a lot of work. Because for us to find harmony in this, I want a harmony. Harmony is not fighting. So there's a lot that needs to be resolved before that harmony can really come in. I am not talking about Mr. Take-A-Dump. As far as I'm concerned, that's in another dimension. And without wanting to upset everyone or anyone, I would just quick shout out to his co-defendants. Time to flip. This is your chance. Just throw that out there and let it go. But if that reaches any of you, I'd say this is your chance to save yourselves. Because otherwise you're taking a dive for a man that would never take a dive for you. He's paying all his legal fees off of grifted money. Made money from his mugshot. Not surprised. What a mug. Anyhow, I'll leave him. Because that is not, to be honest, at all important to my future. I've stated. Now, there are others that we need to work together. Because you're all important. All of us. Everyone is important. And it's awful to feel. I don't want anyone to feel that they've done something that is unforgivable. Ever. Inexcusable. That we can all work through whatever has happened. And I personally am completely open to doing that. And is what I have tried to do. But I'll leave that for another message. This one I want high. I want light. I want us to feel all of us coming closer to this reunion that I tell you is happening. On so many levels. And I want you to feel great confidence in that. Because our combined surrender and embracing of this is what will help us manifest this. And we must. We must. You know, this dream must win. This dream, this promise must be there. And it is understanding. And that understanding can be shared. And I think we would all profit from that. From a real opening up. So I've got bugs climbing on me. Oh, look. I'll see you soon as ever. Shout out to the wild birds. Oh, what you taught me, I'm eternally thankful for. Does it bring me closer to you? Yes, it always has. Does it bring me close to you in this world? I hope so. But I guess the lessons have kind of sunk in, and that it is this mirroring that I had to. It's about putting yourself, knowing yourself first, understanding this unconditional love. And I got it. I got it for you. I have. So just in case that could lead to another little visit, I'll have a shot. I don't care. And I just wish you all the best. Everyone. And I'll talk to you soon, I guess, from Portugal. Never know, I might do another one here. Somewhere, but I'll be back in Portugal soon. And we'll take it from there. So as ever, lots of love from me. Take care. Remain as present as possible. And as grateful as possible. And let's really get this going. Thank you.